So I wanted to make a follow-up to that last video about losing part of my inheritance to my dad's girlfriend. It's a... I came across this secular song, and normally I don't listen to secular music at all, but it's one that we've all heard. It's called The Heart of the Matter by Don Henley. And it's just so biblical if you read those lyrics, and it really, I've known for a long time that I believe that why we're here on earth is, God put us here because we're being tested and refined, and life is all about humility. We're being humbled. And I mean, what's more humbling than death? And you can't control that you die. I mean, you turn back into dust eventually. We're here only temporarily, and it's totally out of our control. And, the other portion of that, I think, it's about forgiveness. And that's what that song, the chorus says, It's about forgiveness. That's what this life is about, and we keep getting put through obstacle after obstacle after obstacle because we're being faced with opportunities to forgive. At least this is my perspective. I don't tend to assault and ask for forgiveness, but I tend to be assaulted and be asked to give forgiveness, just basically continually, in big ways. And, I'm grateful for it, because, all these horrible things that people have done to me, I'm grateful because I have all those opportunities that I've had to forgive. And so whatever mistakes that I've made, I have this, account built up where Jesus, God, they have reasons to forgive me because I have forgiven, and that's what it says in the Bible. You'll be forgiven as you have forgiven, and I'm paraphrasing. So, what you use to measure what you use to judge other people, you'll be judged in the same way. You'll be given the mercy that you've given. And I think forgiveness requires humility, because in order for me to be grateful for all these opportunities to forgive other people, all these traumas, I have to have humility to realize that I may have done things wrong that have affected people in ways that I don't understand. Things that I've done accidentally wrong, or, I'm certain that I need forgiveness. I've had to say sorry before, and in God's eyes, I may have no idea the debt that I have racked up, that, I'm being given opportunities to pay, for that. And, through Jesus, that debt is paid, but it's only paid if you have repented and you've given your life to God and you love God. You're trying to follow which means you're trying to follow His commands, or you are following His commands. And anywhere where I fall short, I hope that I have given enough forgiveness in this life so that I have enough to cover myself. There's enough forgiveness to come back to me to cover myself. And so when these things happen, there's a bank account in heaven, but it's not what moth and dust doth corrupt. It's not a worldly bank account. It's a spiritual bank account, filled with spiritual things. And one of those things is forgiveness. That's a treasure that I lay up, is all these times that I am called to forgive people. And even when they don't ask for my forgiveness, or they don't think that they need my forgiveness, because when people were yelling and nailing Jesus to the cross, they didn't know that what they were doing was wrong and that they were going to need forgiveness. They thought they were doing the right thing. So amen to that. It's about forgiveness.